There comes a time in every streamer's life where streaming is no longer fully viewed as fun time, playing with friends, being on the internet while getting sick dubs with your buddies. It transitions into something closer or more akin to work. And with work comes stress. With work, also, there are complications. I think today is a good day to discuss one of those complications. Shall we? Okay, so if you've ever seen my streams on Twitch, you know that I usually co-stream with my partner, Conway. Conway's great, love him. We play a lot of games together, and it's great. He has a channel, I have a channel. He sometimes does some of the games that I won't play. I sometimes play a few games that he doesn't enjoy playing. We have our separation, but for the most part, recently, we stream a lot together. A lot of streamers do this, whether they be best friends, life partners, or they were teammates. You'll often see a lot of streamers that play with kind of the same group of people here and there who also have their own Twitch channels, and that's great. Sometimes it's not great. So what I'm referring to here is when lines are crossed and boundaries are yeehawed over between streamers that share either mutual audiences, play with each other a lot, and for whatever reason, it gets a little uncomfy. And I've seen this not just with furry streamers. This is a thing I see happening a lot with all types of streamers. Variety, FPS, specific retro game. Does not matter, I've seen it happen, and at least for my benefit as someone that this has also happened to a lot, it's about time we said something about it, because if I just bottled it up inside forever and just let that rage boil over, the results would be kind of messy. So let's go over a couple things that aren't so comfortable. So one of the big things that tends to happen, at least on my channel and a few of my partners and on a few of my friends' channels, are that if they are playing with their significant other often enough and they have a stream where they're not playing the same game, they're both live at the same time, or, you know, they're pretty closely live in between each other and someone has come from one of their streams and gone to the other one of the things that drives me absolutely bonkers is when people use, for instance, my chat to tell me what's happening on one of my friends' channels at that time. The most common one, and I'm going to apologize up front, Beta Ada Delota is one of my friends, and I love the kid to pieces, and he's great, and I have no issues with him. However, one of the things I do have issues with is people coming into my chat to give me a live play-by-play of what is currently happening in Beta's stream. Look, I also follow Beta. If I am working at the time that he is also live, I will go watch the VOD later. I will catch up in one of his actually expertly crafted YouTube recaps. You should check those out, by the way. And that's how I'll consume the content. If we're live at the same time, please understand that I am also working and I do not need a live play-by-play of what's happening in his stream. It's also really disrespectful because I'm also working. So I am creating content, and instead of engaging with the content in front of you, you are coming to my channel to talk about someone else's content. I think Beta and I are in agreement here that that's not a very polite or respectful thing to do. The other thing I see happening is if I'm live and my partner is live with two different games, people go into his chat to ask him if he's seen what's happening on my channel. Spoiler alert, yes, because he also sometimes has it open to moderate just in case I can't get to a yikes comment in time. The other issue I commonly see between two people who are friends, partners, teammates, is if both of them are not live, but they often play together, but people use it... Billy Cat? Come on, Zelda, let's go. Is people using their stream chat as a way to try to engage with the other person and paying zero attention to what's actually happening in that stream. A good example of this is if you watch my channel and you also watch Conway's channel, how many times have you seen me... Zelda, I swear to God. You done? How many times have you seen me pop into Conway's stream to say hi, throw a few bits, be supportive, and suddenly there's a very weird contingent of people that are only speaking directly to me and not to him? You know, the person actually working and creating the content. Look, I've spoken with him about it, and it's something that makes us both stupid uncomfortable. If I'm streaming on my own and people come into my chat just to ask about him, or if he's streaming on his own and people come into his chat just to talk about or to or at me, it gets a little uncomfortable because, we're both trying to establish ourselves as streamers. We're definitely not the same type. I like my MMOs and my paladins and stuff, and he likes Titan Quest and Final Fantasy XIV. Sometimes we'll be playing the same game, but our core favorite games are essentially very different. So it is a little bit shitty when we try something new that doesn't involve playing with the other one, and the only focus of the chat is to just hit me with who made your fursuit 15 times in a non-furries channel. My partner is not a furry. He doesn't appreciate it. Neither do I. The other thing I often see happen, and this happens more with some of my bigger streamer acquaintances, I'm not going to say friends because I've never met them in person. I can't call them a friend yet. But among two of the bigger streamers, one who is a Borderlands 3 streamer and their partner who kind of dabbles with a bunch of different really interesting games, they tend to be live at the same time a lot. And one of the things that absolutely kills me is one of the two has a slightly smaller audience. A lot of it appears to be mutual with their partner. And what kills me, and it makes me so upset, is just seeing, hey, did you just see what happened in your partner's stream? Oh my god, did you see what he just did? Oh my god, look at that shit. That shit's so cool. And meanwhile, she's not streaming that game and is not playing with that person. And it feels really shitty when you're trying to break out as your own individual streamer and person and hit your own goals, and you're still being defined by your partner. And I know that he has addressed this. I don't know if he highlighted it or put it in a YouTube video, but on behalf of that streamer, I just want to back you up and say we have the same issues with our streams. I want Conway to succeed on his own with his own content at his own comfort level, and he wants the same for me. So if we're both live and say he's playing like Titan Quest and I'm playing Paladins, I absolutely do not want to see people jumping into his stream to be like, yo, do you see that sick Quadra Rage just got? Because yes, he probably did, but also, he's not streaming that game, and his channel is not a free excuse to just be my personal cheerleading squad for content he isn't even making right now. You get what I'm saying? I guess the other thing that, really gets to me, in that same vein, is some of my colleagues that have tried to separate themselves out as their own channels, and still, for some reason, need to fill the role of personal secretary for perhaps their larger friend, life partner, significant other, or teammate. Let's talk about that. I have two friends who are fruit foxes, or at least one of them still is. And the number of times I see someone pop into one of their chats, be like, oh my god, can you say hi to this person? Can you say hi? Oh my god, how are they doing? Can you tell me all about their life? How are they doing? How are they doing? Oh my god, are they having the best day ever? And it's all about the other person. And the host streamer is just trying to do like a chill stream that day and make their own content, establish themselves. And they are now suddenly the personal secretary for perhaps the larger channel that they are either acquaintances with, friends with, dating, married to. Guys, come on. I know that a lot of our fandom, especially the ones that watch the content made by this duo of people, do tend to go very young. And if you don't understand how disrespectful and often painful that can be to the other person trying to establish themselves and get out from under the shadow of perhaps a partner, friend, teammate, significant other that, has already blazed that trail and is trying to give them a runway to launch themselves as their own unique channel with their own unique content. Dude, that sucks. It sucks so fucking hard. And what kills me is I'm trying to make my channel successful. I would love to grow my audience and, engage you guys with more new and interesting games. But what kills me is I'll have some progress and I'll feel really good about hitting a new goalpost, and then I'll watch my partner go live and he'll be treated like my personal secretary. And that just makes me feel absolutely horrible. And it makes me not want to stream, if I'm being completely honest. It makes me want to take a month off so you guys forget who I am and actually give a crap about what he's doing. And I don't know how many other streamer friends of mine feel this way, but it's heartbreaking when we see someone we really love, care about, are rooting for, try to establish themselves, and they are solely being defined by either their partner or one of their more successful friends, and they're put in the role of personal secretary. I've spoken to a few people about this. I know some of the big furries are kind of in the same boat on this. If they have a best friend or a significant other that's like, hey, I want to get into streaming, I'm so excited to make content that might be completely different from what you're doing, and day one they just get hit with, oh my god, how is this person? Oh my god, who made their suit? Oh my god, when are they going to their next con? Oh my god, I just want to be BFFs. How do I be BFFs with your partner, your friend, or your teammate? It's that really sucks too. The other thing I still see happening, and this this one hurt a lot, is a lot of us nowadays are not streaming for a hobby. I know I've had some spats with some people about that, at least 7 in the last year. It's a real job, Mom. A lot of us are now using this to support ourselves, which means, we'll have financial goals. Some of us will partner push. Some of us are still struggling to hit affiliate. Some of us need to hit a certain financial amount to just make shit work that month until they can get a job that might have salary, benefits, anything to help them get through this massive panini we're in right now. But one of the things I see happen, and it makes me want to scream, is if someone is live with a financial incentive and you know is their friend who is also supporting that stream, that they are in the shit, they need all the help they can get, and they're struggling. And someone comes into chat to let them know how much they donated to a completely different streamer who might be one of their close friends, because the streamer is maybe in voice chat or hanging out in chat, and they use it as a give me brownie points place. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry. What the fuck is wrong with you? In many cases where I've seen this happen, one of my friends is trying to pay their car off. They're trying to afford food that month. Maybe they need a surgery or something. Maybe they are short on bills and they need $50 or something to get through. More often than not, I will drop subs. I will take it out of my own pocket. I will donate whatever I can. I'll worry about how I'm going to cover it later. If one of my friends is in that situation, I help. I don't ask for thank yous or any kind of thanks at all, really. And I want you to succeed. I want you to succeed. I want you to be safe, healthy, and happy. And I'll just do it. And I won't really stick around to ask for kudos and accommodations in chat. Sometimes I'll do it when they're not even live because I know that they need the money. And you will not see me parading around their stream ho, just made it rain on this guy, even though that's not the person who's streaming right now. Because that's just so unbelievably tactless and distasteful and really fucking rude to the person who's streaming. It's hard enough trying in this economy to make shit work on a platform that exploded when the Pantene Pro V first dropped. It's hard. I would say my viewership has dropped significantly since I switched off of certain games. My viewership has dropped because now there's a bajillion new streamers on the market, who show their face or maybe show their boobs or maybe just do more interesting stuff than I do. I'm not faulting anyone who goes by a quote unquote titis streamer, because honestly, make the bag where you can. If you need the money, do it. Just fucking do it. I'm not going to judge you for it. But I think what's killing me is, we'll have all these people trying to make it work desperately. And I think the biggest slap to the face, if not being someone one of your more successful friends' personal secretary, is having people announce how much they've donated to literally anyone but you. If it's a charity stream and you're donating on via someone else's channel, whatever, who gives a shit, we're all here to celebrate. But if someone is trying to pay their bills that month and you're being oh my god, just made it rain on this other streamer you're friends with and might be on voice call with, even though you can't pay your bills this month, woo, what is wrong with you? If you don't want to donate to them, that's fine. If you want to donate to one of their colleagues, that's fine. I get it. It's your money and you can do whatever you want with it. But don't rub it in the host streamer's face that you decided not to put that money into their wallet. It's almost like the, gotta be quicker than that commercial that they had. What is wrong with you? No, absolutely not. No. Oh, God. What happened? But yeah, I think that covers my discomfort and where I'm struggling as a streamer right now, either because I'm the personal secretary of pick any big furry streamer out of a hat of the week, and the number of times I have had to see in chat, oh my god, can you tell, insert famous streamer here, that I say hi? Oh my god, can I be best friends with them? Can you introduce me? Oh my god, did you just see what happened on their stream? Oh my god, they're playing Mario Party and he totally just won. Oh my god, you should be there. That's where it hurts. And especially for how many times I've had to defend myself for this being a kind of the only real job I have until industry reopens, and it's not a hobby for me. Honestly, if I could make this my full-time gig and make it successful and be on the tier that some of the people are at where they can pay their bills and all they have to do is be an engaging, interesting content creator with a rad-ass audience, oh my god, I would love that. I would love that. But I'm having issues being that if it means being ruthless towards my colleagues. It's one of the reasons Underdog is my team of choice. We all started small. We all started small with a lot of hurdles. A lot of us came from YouTube when YouTube became very difficult to stream on and be successful on. And a lot of us faced the issue of if we knew someone that was bigger, that was the only thing that was going to be talked about in chat, and it was painful to watch. Now, I'm not saying if you see me in a chat, don't talk to me, because, like, don't get it out of control. If you see me and you want to say hi, like, cool. If we get onto a topic that isn't in any way related to what's happening on screen, neat. If we're watching someone play, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and you want to ask me what my favorite Pokemon is, and we see them catch it and we both celebrate in chat, rad. That's awesome. Or if we're both playing 14 and one of my friends is playing 14 and I'm like, oh dude, I just got that White Mage set, that's amazing. And you chime in with like, oh, I have that one too, I love that set. Like, what's your favorite weapon for that, you guys? And like actually include the streamer, like, cool, that's fine. All I'm asking is please try to be a little more respectful of streamers that are trying to separate themselves, sometimes from their more successful partners or friends, or they're trying to stand out in their team because, you know, they need this. This isn't a fun hobby anymore. At least for me, it's not. They need this. And you using them as a personal secretary, a place to ask your 50 questions to their more successful friends or whatever, giving them a play-by-play of more successful people's streams in their chat when they're trying to work. Stop that. It's really uncomfortable and it really hurts. And in a time when this is what I use to pay bills. Be more respectful in my office, please. And be more respectful of my partner's office, because this shit's gone on more than long enough. Thank you.